From the Canidae family, the red fox, as its name suggests, has a reddish coat marked with white on its chest, belly, the inside of its ears, and the tip of its tail, and black on its legs. It lives in the woods, not far from human habitations. Known for its cunning, it listens to the crowing of roosters and the clucking of chickens. It yelps, barks, and makes a sad sound similar to a peacock's cry. Buffon said,
"If it can leap over fences or slip underneath, it wastes no time, ravages the hen house, kills everything, then nimbly retreats with its prey, which it hides in its burrow."
In the forest, it primarily feeds on small game and rodents, but also on snakes, lizards, toads, and even carrion when food is scarce. To prevent foxes from eating the chickens, the elders recommended sprinkling andouille broth near the farms on Carnival Day. They also advised smearing a starfish with fox blood and nailing it to the upper lintels of the door or to the door itself with a bronze nail. This would prevent malefic influences from entering the house and also neutralize them. In the past, to ward off foxes and protect the home from witches, it was recommended to place a pot of boiled milk at the door of the house or henhouse, provided a sickle, symbol of harvest and death, was heated in the brew. Dressed in a fox skin, Eurynome, Prince of Death, is a grand cross of the Order of the Fly, founded by Beelzebub, supreme chief of the Infernal Empire. He is described by demonologists as a repulsive being who feeds on corpses and carrion. The body of this high-ranking demon is covered with sores, and his long pointed teeth give him a frightening appearance. Between the 12th and 17th centuries, curses based on animal extracts were part of popular medicine. Dried and ground fox kidneys mixed with honey were used topically, especially for tonsils. Fox liver or lung in black wine was used to ease breathing. For scrofulous tumors caused by tuberculosis, the recommended treatment was to apply fox testicles to the purulent fistulas. Menstrual pains were reduced by applying a poultice of fox testicles to the breasts, and to cure erysipelas, an inflammatory redness of the skin, it was necessary to tear out a fox's tongue, have it blessed in honor of Saint Rose, and place it on the affected area. In the past, the Peruvians had a custom of paying homage to the moon. For them, it was like the sister and wife of the sun, but also the mother of the Incas. They said that the dark spots visible on its surface were the work of a fox who had climbed to the sky, kissed the golden star, and hugged it so tightly that it left these marks. In the time of Jean de Rhinau, physician to King Henry IV, apothecaries were shops with a rather unpleasant smell. However, they were filled with all sorts of beautifully decorated boxes containing animal parts like ashes, fats, dried viscera, strips of skin, hair, teeth, and other talismans. On the lids were painted images of satyrs, horned hares, and other amusing figures. Among the most common remedies hidden in these containers, fox lung, prescribed for phthisis, pulmonary tuberculosis, was sold prepared.